Yeah!
Yeah!
We going in. Westside MMA. Oh, yeah! Okay.
Yeah.
We are talking about the new EA UFC game that is scheduled to come out sometime in March. Who knows when it's going to come out? I hope it's not like THQ when they push it back, like the alpha. Oh, that was fun.
When did they say they're gonna?
December,
and then they finally released it in.
They're like, okay, December, beginning of December, and then
like 7 months later,
like February. I don't even know. I don't remember.
No, it was a decent time. They pushed it back.
Well,
and they never.
Yeah, they kept pushing that back, and then
they never did any patches or.
No. Oh no! I was talking about the alpha. They pushed the alpha back, and then they kept pushing the patch back.
They pushed everything back.
Okay, well, besides that, okay, the THQ. That's why THQ went under. They went under completely. There's no more THQ.
Yeah, they're done. Like
nothing. They lost everything. They don't exist. If you go to thq.com, it's like an error, I think. But okay, we're talking about features that we. Have heard are going to be in the game, what we think about them, and things that we think should be in the game that they can maybe add in last second or maybe in the future for a patch, because EA can actually do patches unlike THQ.
Yeah.
Okay, but God, that was funny because the community manager was like, "I'm stepping down." God. And then right after that, like, so nobody else took over.
That was really bad.
Okay.
Oh,
but
okay.
Let's start off here. One of the most important things that we liked from, we're going to be using things from both like UFC 3, all the games pretty much, and EA MMA and all that, and say what we liked from them. But one thing that I liked from EA MMA was the fight cards. That was having 8 people in a fight card. Allowed for 4 fights where everybody fought once.
Yeah, they definitely need to add that in the game.
Oh, man.
They need that.
What about fight cards?
That's about it. Just people, or maybe they could add even like a tournament kind of thing where like you get to watch each fight and then you get something like that.
Yeah, we usually we usually do that main, but that's a must. At least a basic form like they did have in EA, because just having private matches was fun, but having people, that was the first game where you could actually watch other people fight. It was amazing. We played that for hours, and yeah. But that's probably the most important thing. If they don't have that, then I don't know, but it is EA making it, and that was their idea in the first place, so I don't see them taking that away. Next thing, this is a small thing. How they had EA had this too when you'd play offline, was when you played with the same character. In EA it was when you played with the same character, the player would have alternate shorts. Like for example, what's his face? Matt Linlin, was that it? Yeah. He had some default shorts. For his default fighters, if you use him online, he uses default. If you played someone offline and used Matt Linlin versus Matt Linlin, his alternate shorts were the shorts he actually used in real life. I mean, that's just an example of... but I think they should have, 2, 3, whatever, 2 pair, and then just be able to switch. The way they had in UFC 3 was you'd have different ones, whether you were in the red corner or the blue corner. Then that's kind of stupid too. I think you should have a default, or just be able to choose or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. It's not a big thing. Just something small that was really annoying. But that's that. Yeah. Another big thing is for online is the ranking system. Let me see. Let's start off at 09. What was the ranking system in UFC 2009? That was numbers. I remember. That was 1, 2. That was just 1 through 200.
Oh yeah, whatever.
There was no maximum. I don't think.
But they had the belts too, like.
That was
they have, like, a champion belt, and then you like have stars on it and stuff.
Yeah, that was something, but I don't
think it mattered. I don't know.
2010 was the numbers.
Remember in 09, it's like you could play the champion, or remember that? It'd be like you play it. Remember? Or maybe
No, how was that?
How did they do that?
Oh, how was 09?
I don't know. I forget, but
what was that?
Theirs wasn't too bad.
Yeah, and then 2010 was the same. I think just numbers.
Yeah.
You ranked up, you ranked down. So if you
I like 2010. That was good. Good rank.
If you lost, you would rank down in rank. Now that transitions to EA MMA, the belt system. I think that the belt system was amazing. Besides the fact that you could not rank down if you were a black belt and you lost 100 fights. Well, okay, that's a little dramatic. But you lost, say, 10 fights in a row. You would actually rank up because you earned XP for each fight. Even if you lost, you would still go up. Now, I don't think that's right. I mean, UFC had it right to where if you lost, you went down in rank. EA, my example was there was a guy, I don't know why he played the game. His record was, I think, 109,000 losses. He would go into games and quit. I literally think his purpose was to point out the fact that you could be an amazing rank. He was the same rank as I was. I think he was maxed out at a, well, everyone was almost maxed out at a red belt with a star. I don't know, master star or whatever. So yeah, being able to lose that much and still be a high rank made no sense. So they need to do a belt system, or at least the number system like they had.
If you hit this, is it gonna make noise or?
Oh, I don't know. Why?
I don't know. I was hitting it.
I was hitting it too. So they need to do the belt system, or at least the number system. The number system wasn't bad. I just like the visual of the belt system because it's kind of cool. But you need to be able to go down in rank. So that's that with the belt system. Next thing, this was just a little thing I thought of. I could see them doing something similar to it.
I would like that. I mean,
but signature skills, kind of like NBA. What other games had signature skills? A lot of games have.
I think
like NBA.
2K is the only one that
2K.
Really, that's the only one that really did it right. They had it in the football game too.
Because there's no other way to really program. I think UFC kind of tried to do this with certain like submission levels. Like if you had level 3 submission in UFC 3, you're better. But like in like punches, that was their way of doing it. But there's no really way to make a game and program the fact that like certain people like Dan Henderson and Big Country like have the power. I mean, yeah, and his statistics, but certain people like that have the power to, you know, get one-punch knockouts more often than someone else like Junior Dos Santos or someone like that. Like, I mean, he has that one with Kane, but that's besides the fact. Like, certain people should have the statistic of having amazing hands, you know, power and speed, but some people that have in real life, like Big Country, have how many one-punch knockouts that need to have a signature skill. I don't know what it'd be called.
Just, I mean, it could be called anything.
Iron, whatever, Hands of Steel or whatever. That sounds fine. But they need to have signature skills, and then people like with submissions, like who's a good submission person? First one that
Damian Maya, I don't know.
Yeah, who's he? I don't even think he's. I don't even know. He doesn't. He fights like once every 3 years.
No, he got released.
Did he?
Yeah, because he was trying to break the guy's leg. You didn't know that? Because the referee tried to stop him, and he was like trying to break the guy's leg.
Oh.
So Dana White fired him.
What? I did not hear about that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there goes him.
Yeah, he's gone. He was really good, too.
92. He was the best submission guy in UFC 3.
Yeah.
92 or 93. I don't know what it was.
Tried to break the guy's leg.
That's weird.
Yeah, he was crazy.
Oh, okay. He had those crazy back kicks, but yeah, we're at the end of this.
Yeah. We gotta
but
going.
Yeah, we gotta speed this up here. But yeah, signature skills. You understand. We don't need to talk about that anymore. And then gameplay, submission system that they have been talking about, where you have to work your way into the submission. The guy, I forgot who it was. He talked about how he couldn't give anything away. Obviously, he just gave us some hints. I forgot who he was talking to. He was talking to somebody. There was a video. I might put some things in the description. I don't know. But he said there's a lot of timing involved, which is good. The only thing I worry about is, well, this is for ground game in general, that the person who is like on top or in dominant position, I feel like they're going to have a hard time keeping dominant position. That's the only thing I worry about. I want it to be equal So the person on top and the person on bottom, there's no problems there. But the submission system, I think, working your way into the submission would be the harder part rather than actually finishing it. And I don't know. But once the game gets closer, they're going to reveal that, hopefully. We just know that there's going to be a new submission system, because the submission systems in the past, the only one I've ever liked, well, the spinning was fine, I guess.
Yeah, I like the...
From 09 and 10.
Except some people were like really
but
bad at it.
But you could technically get a mod on your controller that makes it think that you're spinning it at 1,000,000 miles an hour, but that was okay. And then the one I only liked was the choke system in EA was the best, because it was like UFC 3's, but it wasn't... the computer, as in the game, would decide where you had to follow, and that was...
Yeah, that was my favorite too.
And then the limb submissions in EA was not too good. I didn't like them because they never really worked. Even if you had like 100 submissions on arm or leg, it was still hard to get them. That's the submissions. What do we got now? Oh, I forgot. We forgot. I said, oh.
No, we're good.
Signature moves. I read that. Well, obviously those are going to be in it.
Yeah.
Signature moves, like the Showtime kick, is obviously in the trailer. Or is that what it is? Yeah, Showtime kick.
Yeah, I see that.
And then stuff like the Matt Hughes Slam, which was...
Yeah.
How did he do it again? What was the Matt Hughes Slam? He would take
he has a bunch of them, just like picking them up and like...
Yeah.
Which one are you talking about?
They kind of had it in UFC 3 and stuff, generically.
I mean, I think they'll have that.
But that was... Yeah.
The point is just not everybody having the same exact moves.
Yes.
Or the same
animations.
Punches. They're going to have their own distinct styles
like
punching.
Kind of like EA had with Nick Diaz's stance. Him actually having a slap motion instead of EA. Well, all UFC games have had... Okay, well...
they all punch the same, basically.
In UFC 3, for example... There was 2 punching styles, okay? Just go to it. There was people like Junior Dos Santos and Overeem who had a better punching style. You remember? I don't know if you remember that, but just the normal punches. They had a little bit different of a style. Like Brad Pickett had it.
Yeah, I remember.
And then there was others.
That wasn't
like Nick. And then it was more of a hook, and theirs was more of a lunge. But that's besides the fact. You need, like people like Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz. They need to have their specific styles and that. Kicks and stuff.
This is gonna be a long video.
Yes. I have to go back and just put these. I don't know. I might wait till they put. Okay.
More pictures up or something.
Yes. Sways. What do you think the sway system?
I just
like
think,
Fight Night.
Well, yeah, definitely like Fight Night, and then
smooth. I mean, I like EA's was smooth. UFC's all from 2000. Well, 9 didn't have it.
Yeah.
2010 that was terrible. Both the UFC sway systems were absolutely terrible. UFC was, or EA MMA was good, but it needs to be like Fight Night where you have a button, like the left trigger, and then have free control of your upper body. Yes. AI. They already introduced AI. What is it called? IQ?
Yeah, something like
whatever
that.
they called it. MMA. No, it was called MMAI. I think.
Yeah, that's what MMA. Yeah.
So they already announced, but every game's like, yeah, our AI is better. In UFC 3, they said the AI was better.
It was bad. Everybody fought the same. Nobody really. They all moved forward. Nobody backed up.
No, some people fought differently. Like sometimes I'd run into a guy that was supposed to be a striker, and he'd take me down the whole fight.
Well, yeah, that's.
And then like someone that was a submission guy and would want to stand up the whole fight. But that behaviors and AI that hopefully with their MMAI. Their dirty third eye, that will fix that. Fight time sim. What did I say? Fight. Oh, time of the fight.
Just the clock.
The clock. Okay. I guess the UFC's fine. I don't know what to change.
Oh yeah.
Don't have it like EA MMA.
Yeah.
Real time is terrible because you're going to be fighting for a half hour, and that's not fun, and it won't last in a game. So just keep the time the same as UFC. Maybe make it a little bit longer. I don't know what they want to do.
THQ had it right.
THQ had that right, and that was about the only thing they had right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's time. Physics, they need a little bit more. Well, once again, they said that physics are going to be another thing that they're working on. Kind of like NHL 14, for example. They had physics for the first time, but they were a little bit too ragdoll. Sometimes you hit people and they'd ragdoll. Their leg would go flying. Like for the goalie, I had some funny goalie moments where the goalie's like leg would hit him in the head and stuff. But yeah, that like knockouts. I don't want to see knockouts where their arms go like behind their back and break and stuff, which I have a feeling might be the case.
Oh yeah.
At the beginning, I don't even.
Maybe once in a while they
like
have like something
down?
Nasty.
Their head will.
I want to see some like stiff knockouts where they go stiff.
Yes.
I think
EA MMA had the good stiff knockouts where their arm would go up and then drop down.
Yeah. But I mean, it was the same one over and over again.
Yes.
They're definitely going to have to add more animations or just physics.
Those were good. Or like, they're like, yeah. So physics, animations in general. Footwork.
Maybe you shouldn't do that. I'm scared that this is all gonna be like,
okay. Yeah, probably is. Footwork, foot speed. UFC games were way too slow. You could not really do it. I mean, you could sprint. I hated the fact that the sprinting. You could sprint forward and then you try to go right or left. It wouldn't allow.
Yeah.
No. And then EA MMA. Was there sprinting in that?
No.
What was the sprinting system?
I think it was like when you got him like TKO,
knocked out and
you
stuff,
just run at him.
And then the normal foot speed was too fast and too kind of like you're walking in water or ice or I don't know. And then so that needs to be a happy medium between both games. Cuts and bruising, obviously they talked about. Well, someone talked. Yeah. I'm trying to think here. UFCs in general haven't had the best cut systems. If Fight Night did have a really good, I feel like Fight Nights, well, especially for bloody knuckle or bare knuckles, was like a little bit too much because you couldn't. Like, at a certain point when you guys' eyes were both closed and blood was everywhere, you couldn't really like make cuts anymore. There was just blood and.
That's probably the best example, though. I mean.
Yeah. But you, like, even in that, it was like you throw a jab and then you see a cut open up. But you need to have it to be like where the punch actually lands is where the cut opens up and not, you know, on the other side of the face or whatever the game felt like doing. I'm not sure how they've done it like in that, but they need to have it as realistic as possible. I don't know what else to say about that. And then lastly, talk about some career mode, which and then actually I forgot to put this in there. Talking about career mode. To be honest, I probably won't play a career mode if they have, which they will because it's made by EA. The Fight Night people, to be exact, are the people who are making the game, which is good.
I like the Fight Night one with the what was it called? With the Bishop brothers, I like that. But they had two.
What?
They had two like career modes.
No, that was freaking
that
was the story mode.
I like the story mode. That's what I liked. I didn't like the career mode. I don't play career mode in any because they're all bad. But I like the story mode.
But what I won't. Career mode, it would be good for if you don't have online. But online wise, just bring the online World Boxing Champion, whatever they called it, OWC. Bring that. I mean, what other game had that? Oh, well, any EA game has that. FIFA has it. NHL has it. Just the online career. That's all you need is I'm not sure how they're going to... Because with the Fight Night, they had heavyweight, middleweight, and lightweight. They had three... You could make 3 fighters and then fight other people online. You could do camps, clubs, all that stuff. And then have your online record. So it's like an online career pretty much. Besides the fact that you get rid of all the other stuff like endorsements and all that stuff that they'll have in career mode. Career mode's fun, but they need a online world championship type thing. Wow, this is long. Holy crap. Wow. Yeah, this is going up anyway. Hopefully I don't make it over 25. Let's speed this up here. But
I want to see if it makes noise. No, that's good.
Okay.
It made a little noise, but that's...
So, Online World Championship, this is the last thing, but this is the most important. I I don't know how they're going to do it, though. I feel that they can't give you... How many weight classes are there? Flyweight. That's what they said in Uncut Sports. Flyweight, bantam, feather, light, welter, middle, light, heavy, and heavy. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8 weight classes now, or 9.
They should do a super heavy with Bob Sapp. And
oh, God. No, Bob Sapp, he curls up. But there's 8 weight classes now, or 9. I think I forgot one, but 8 weight classes, I believe. Out of the 8, you need to have, I think, at least 5 or 4, at least, for the Online World Championship. They got to slim it down. So you have 4 different fighters, one at each weight class, and then just you get to rank up. You win fights, you get XP. You use that XP to make your fighter better. You add 6 skills if they do have signature skills in the game, and that would be fun. Signature skills that would be good. But what else? Is there anything else?
Think we're good. Yeah.
This is a 21-minute video. If you made it to the end of this,
congrats.
Congratulations.
You made it.
Yeah, but before I bore you anymore, we're going to sign off here. So this has been... What's my new name? This is a new channel. WSTSiD MMA. And... We out this bitch.
That's my conclusion right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We out.